doing the elbow thing. Okay, how's everybody doing? Great. Great? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, everybody having fun?
Yes.
Brilliant. Right. So because when we have fun, we start becoming more creative. It's just that simple. End of speech. I'm going to go now. Right. Now there's more. Don't worry. I like to talk. So let me just fill the room. What is creativity? Or more specifically, what does it mean to you? Anybody wants to venture a guess? No one. Really? Come on. Yes!
Thinking outside the box.
Thinking outside the box. I'm going to touch on that. Yes. Anybody else? Yes, Rowan.
Changing the box.
Changing the box. Anybody else? What does creativity mean to you?
Be different.
Be different. Right, so there's all kinds of different ways to look at creativity. Usually when I ask, what is creativity? Or more specifically, what is creativity to you? The usual answer comes, well, you know, it's art. Yeah, you know, I'm not creative, Brandt. I can't even draw a stick figure. Ah, okay. I'm not creative, Brandt, because I can't even stand on my own 2 feet. I'm so clumsy, I just look at the door and I fall down. I'm not creative at all. I'm not a ballerina, I'm not a dancer, I don't have that expression of my movement. I'm not creative, Brandt, because I can't do music, I can't play an instrument, I can barely whistle. These are creative, absolutely, they are. But it's a very limited field of view. Because if you only categorize creativity as either this or that or this or that, you're missing an entire spectrum of opportunities right there waiting for you. These are creative, absolutely, but they are expressions of your creativity. Creativity is first and foremost a process of your mind. How you think, how you reason, how you navigate the world. That is how you become more creative. Not just by whistling a tune, not just by drawing a pretty picture, but by thinking more. Not just different, but more. Taking that little bit of extra step. That's where you become truly creative. Okay, Brandt, that's nice. Okay, many heads nodding. What's in it for me though? It's like if you're propagating now, you know, being more creative, that's nice, cool, go for it. What do I get out of it? Creativity helps us build nations, forge alliances, conquer different obstacles, horizons to explore. There's no end to what we can do if we start thinking more creatively. That means looking at the same problem as everybody else and asking better questions. It's easy to think different or think outside the box. I love my air quotes. It's far more trickier to change that box that you already have into something a little bit different. Not grandiose, not real flash, but maybe just change the color. Maybe add another box. Maybe say, hey, I don't even like boxes, I'm more of a hula hoop person. That is your choice. And that's the only choice that you really get, is how you think, how you reason, how you interact with the world. As soon as you are born in this world, everything gets assigned to you. You get assigned a name, okay? You get assigned a religion, you get assigned a family, little brother if you're unlucky. You get assigned so many different things, and as soon as you're born, you get smacked on the bum just for good measure. Then you grow up, and mom decides this, dad decides this, and the child on average hears 400 times a day the word no. That's scary. So when people come to me and say, can this be done? I don't like saying no. I say, let's think about this and see how I can best use my ability and apply it to what we want. Sometimes it means we need to manage expectations, but I don't like saying it's impossible. I don't like saying, like, no, it can't be done. Fool, idiot, moron, no. It's all about how you reason, how you look at things, how you challenge the status quo. Not just differently, but more. So how do we become more? We start by engaging in intertextuality. That's a big word. What it means is steal stuff from this part and steal stuff from this part and smash them together and see what we come up with. Take this idea that we just had, right? It's like, okay, that's a pretty cool idea. Now we take all that stuff that Bob told us when we were 10, Now we mix them all together. Now we create something different, something new, something a little bit better. And each and every time we just add that little bit of step extra, we become more. We challenge ourselves, we challenge the people around us, all in the effort to explore more. That is how we become more creative. It's easy to say you need to think outside the box. Except when I ask, what does that mean? I get mumbles. It's like when I ask companies, what do you want? It's like, I want to be an innovative company. Aha, what does that mean? It means to be, yes. It means you should innovate. Ah, so to be innovative, you need to innovate. That makes perfect sense. I'm not complaining at all. What does innovate mean? I just want to know. Well, you know, it means to, yes. It means to be innovative. Ah, okay. Can you explain this without using the word innovative? Ooh, okay. It means different? And then they look at me with a quizzical look. It's like, I'm not the one with the answers, it's your company. You're missing the point. Because everybody wants to be an innovative company. Whereas what you should focus on is training yourselves to be more creative. Innovation is the application of an idea, but how do you apply an idea if you didn't come up with one first? Putting the cart before the horse, or whatever, right? How do you apply your imagination if you didn't engage your imagination first? How do you become an innovative company, or how do you innovate if you can't create? It's not that easy, except it is. Because all you have to do is look at what everybody else is doing and say, I'm going to take this from here, I'm going to take this from here, I'm going to mix it all up, and my licorice all sorts of basket here, and bam! Now I've got something really, really cool. More importantly, I've got something that works. Now, creativity is not just bohemian, it's not just creative for the sake of being creative. This useless creativity, like just being weird or different for the sake of being weird or different. Creative thinking skills, creativity is the application of your imagination. It's about the process and how you navigate, and by doing these things, you will become innovative. By communicating, by reaching out, by taking different ideas and trying them together. It won't work all the time. But it's far, far better thing to do than sit on your hands and say, oh, I wish this, and I wish that. And the problem is that we don't get primed for creativity. Because, as I've said, everything gets told to you, assigned to you. You get very little say in what happens. And so a child gets born, and then they want to explore the world, and they want to grow up, and they want to be astronauts, and all kinds of fancy, cool stuff. But the older they get, the lower their creativity becomes. Because they've been systematically torn down. No, 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 no. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. Stop dreaming. Stop imagining. Stop thinking you can do all these crazy things. No, it's impossible. It can't be done. Don't even try. Don't even try, because I tried and I couldn't do it, so obviously no one else can. And so it's so easy to prime ourselves for negativity. And the problem is that negativity is a very, very harsh environment for creativity to grow. It's very difficult to come up with ideas when everybody around you is crapping on your ideas. Anybody experience this? Any experience a culture where people are just like, I don't even want to talk to you. You're crazy. It's like, that's a crazy idea. Get out. Yeah. We've all experienced this when we had something inside of ourselves and we wanted to express it. We wanted to say something. We wanted to do something. And then we get told, no, 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 no. And because negativity flies so fast, we just assume things are correct. As an example, in 2009, Lady Gaga created a song called Paparazzi. Lord Gaga was not available at time of questioning. No one laughed, that's fine. I'll cry later. So, she created a song called Paparazzi, and it goes something like this.
I'm your biggest fan, I'll follow you till you love me. Paparazzi.
Okay. Now some people with a lot of time on their hands decide saying, ooh, I'm going to look for hidden messages by playing the song in reverse. And so they came up with this. Anybody wants to venture a guess what some of the lyrics are? Anybody heard a word, a phrase, anything? Anybody? Yeah, boo? Sorry?
Sounded Russian.
Sounded Russian. It might be. I don't know. So yes, I'm going to just test quickly. I'm just going to run the experiment, just real quick, on how easy it is to prime for negativity. So I want half of the room, let's say this half, to close your eyes. I can't see you, so I'm going to go this on trust. Okay, just close your eyes and keep it closed, right? Now this side, I want you to look at this lyrics. Okay, just look at it. Okay, check it in. Now let's play that song again. Anybody heard those lyrics?
Sure.
Can you heard some of them?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's hear it one more time. I just want you to raise your hand if you heard some of those lyrics. Just a bit of it. Now the other side, you can open your eyes and just look over there. Keep your hands up if you heard some of the lyrics. Right? So, can anybody remember what some of those lyrics were? Did anybody of you hear any of that? No. Because I primed them for negativity and it was so easy. And they just believed it because without any actual proof, without any research or investigation, falsehoods fly and the truth just comes limping out it. And it's so easy to prime ourselves for negativity instead of priming ourselves for creativity. Instead of saying, no, say, how can I do this better? Where can I go with this? How can I explore this in a different way? Asking better questions get you better results. As an example, here's a Chinese math question. If a ship has 26 sheep and 10 goats on board, how old is the ship's captain? Any brilliant mathematicians in the house? Right? So the typical answer would be, there's not enough information. Right? That's a fair answer. It's not a brilliant answer, but it's a fair answer. So here's what I did. I went on the Chinese government's website, I shouldn't say that on TV. I went and explored some websites, and what happened was that I realized that you need to be a minimum age of 23 to have obtained a skipper's license, and by calculating the total weight of all the animals, given the average weight of each animal, and combining them all together and taking the average, it comes to about several thousand tons or whatever. And that means that according to the law, you need to have maintained a skipper's license for a minimum of 6 years to have been able to carry that much cargo. And so that would give us an estimate of at least 29 years old that this captain needs to be. And that's just thinking more. It's not different. There's nothing different about this. I didn't ask different questions, I just asked better questions. Where else can I find information? Can I break this down? Where can I build up? What can I take down? It's not that difficult to just design things in a way that primes us for creativity, for creative thinking. But if all you hear is no, 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 get out of here, you loser, stop dreaming, stop wasting time, you're never going to get there. And it's so difficult to thrive in a creative way in a negative environment. We need to breathe, we need to be free, we need to be uniquely us. Because there's no one who thinks like you, who dreams like you, who can believe like you. Not a single other person on this planet has the capabilities that you have. And if I don't use that, then I am really wasting my time. If I don't embrace those differences, even if they run contrary to what I believe, to what I've experienced, to what I want, I'm never going to prime myself with creativity because all I'm doing is now breaking myself down. And by that same repercussion, I'm breaking everybody else down. Because I couldn't do it, so why should you be able to? All it means is taking something and adding a little bit different. If company X has 67%, you take what they got, you add your own creativity, your own uniqueness, and you get to 87%. It's not magical. It's just a little bit better. It's not different, it's just an extra step in your thinking. And when you do these things, your interest rate in your creative thinking skills and your application of your creativity will compound. And that is when you start really getting cool stuff. That's when you start building a foundation. That's when you start adding communication better. That's when you start networking better. And that is how you become an innovative company. Not by magical thinking or just changing the word from a noun to a verb. By asking better questions. Be like a child. If a child hears the word no, Mommy, I want this toy. No, but I want it. No, but I want it. No, but I really, really want it. No, but I really, really, really want it. No, but I want it now. It's like, okay, here it is. Anybody experience that? Just like, right. Be like a child. It's not magical. But just be open to exploration. Just be open to new ideas, differences, opinions. Be uniquely you. This is what nobody else can do. I don't care how many robots get invented. No one can think like you. And therein lies your unique ability to stand out from the crowd, to stand out from any bloody robot that wants to take your job. If you can imagine things and put that imagination into application, you'll truly be stunning in this world. And that is how you prime for creativity. That is how a box becomes a rocket ship to the moon. That is how an empty Coke bottle becomes a phaser. That is how your dog becomes the alien life form on a different planet. And that's how you grow up to be Steven Spielberg. That's what you do when you prime for creativity. That's what you do when you apply your imagination. This is the end. Be you, be uniquely you, and prime yourselves and the world around you for creativity.